What's up? So we are back with some more King of the Hill, Season 1, Episode 6, Hank's Unmentionable Problem. So it feels like everyone, I know my old constant uploads of this show, but I'm just giving people what they want. Like, currently I'm still watching Supernatural, and that recap will be coming out soon. But for now, it feels like people just want me to do King of the Hill stuff, because I'm kind of not doing the Rita series right now. I plan on doing those videos soon. The rise and fall of Rita and the Lumen video and the Hammer King video. So, but yeah. Today we will be discussing Season 1, Episode 6, Hank's Unmentionable Problem. So this episode starts off with Peggy exercising with Peggy just sitting down, and she asked Luann about how beauty school was, because during this point of the show, Luann went to beauty school, and she says about how she did the shower part, but she didn't know the rinse part or the repeat, because you have to know the rinse to do the repeat. She said, beauty school is so hard. So then why you hire yourself? So why you hire us? Why'd you be there? So yeah. So Hank has been having trouble using the bathroom. Yep, and that's basically the whole thing of the episode. You know, Hank is having trouble using the bathroom. So Peggy vents to Nancy about it, and she says, that Hank Shug." Yeah, she calls everyone Shug for some reason. I guess it's meant for sugar, but why she said to everyone? I guess if she said to Dale, but she's like, "Okay, Shug, you do that." It's weird. It's random. She said to everyone. She even said to Hank. But anyway, yeah. So Bill catches wind of this and tells Hank. And Hank's like, how do you know about this? From Nancy. And he's like, how does Nancy know about this? He caught it from Dale, who caught it from Nancy, who caught it from Peggy. And Hank is obviously all upset that Peggy is literally telling everyone about his unmentionable problem. So yeah. So after Peggy having a dream where Hank dies, yeah, and even Hank's father Colin shows up for his appearance, which is kind of weird. For his first on-screen appearance wouldn't be seen until episode 8. So, and this is episode 6. So he has 2 more episodes till he makes his actual appearance in the series. So yeah. So Peggy dreams about Hank dying and sees Hank on the toilet and pleads him to go see a doctor. Hank does this, and the doctor treats. They even mistake Bobby for being Hank's grandson for some reason. So speaking of Bobby goes in an elevator and he presses all the buttons, causing a pregnant woman to have her baby in an elevator. Wow, Bobby, you are the worst. You literally, so the woman didn't have the baby in time, so she had to have it inside an elevator. Oh, Bobby. You really messed this one up now. So anyway, yeah. I just wanted to mention that because it's kind of funny as you hear the baby cry inside the elevator, proving that this woman had to have a baby inside an elevator, have her baby inside an elevator, and it's all Bobby's fault because he pressed all the buttons on the elevator. So anyway, what happens is that Hank's being treated like a child by this doctor. He even as the nurse treat him like a child by the doctor. So yeah. So when they get back from the doctor, Peggy thinks Hank has pooped, but he only dropped his glasses, so it's alright. But by the end of the episode, he actually does use the bathroom for the first time in the episode. Luann says yes, and the episode ends. Unlike the last episode that had had a confusing. I guess Luann does now live with them again, huh? What happened at the end of the end of last episode? She moved to a boomhauer. Now she's randomly back with them. Why not mention that? I guess it's a cartoon and you don't mention random stuff. But I would have loved to mention, like, saying, hey, she and Boomhauer broke up or something. But nope, she just randomly. Boomhauer doesn't even mention that he and Luann broke up. It's kind of weird that they had the whole last episode of Luann moving on to Boomhauer. But this episode, she doesn't even mention that they broke up. So, the last episode is kind of pointless, because this episode doesn't mention it at all. The ending was weird, and as I said before, it was a bad ending. And this episode doesn't even say how Luann and Boomhauer broke up. They just are friends again out of nowhere. And, yeah, I guess she's back with Buckley, I'm guessing. I don't know. If they're not even going to mention how she and Luann how Luann and Boomhauer broke up, I'm just going to create a guess that she and Buckley got back together off screen. Because that would be more reasonable why she's back in the Hill House. So, and yeah. And yeah, so yeah. And also, that's just what happens in the episode. Yeah, this episode was a weird episode. This episode was a weird episode. It was the best episode of the show so far. It's just that it was about Hank having been able to use the bathroom, Peggy randomly thinking he dies. Like, that was a random one. I'm just glad there was no John Redcorn in this episode, because you know how much I dislike John Redcorn now. Rewatching the series has made me rewatching this season has made me realize how much I don't like John Redcorn. And hopefully he gets better in the later seasons, because for season 1, he is the worst character. But I'm glad this episode had nothing to do with him. Last episode was really bad for him. But anyway. So anyway. Yeah. That was Hank's unmentionable problem. It was a weird one. At least it had a better ending than the last episode. At least it had a better ending than the last episode. They don't even mention last episode. It's like the last episode didn't even happen. But did. Luann's just back with the Hills again. I guess she moved out of Boomhauer's house and is back with her family. Even though in the last episode where we left off was that she hugged Hank, said I loved you, and that's where the episode ends. I guess that the ending proves that he allowed her back in without us knowing. I don't know, because this episode shows us her walking right in. So I'm guessing she moved back in off screen. I'm guessing her and Buckley got back together off screen. I have no idea. So anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time when we review episode 7, Westy Side Story. The introduction of everyone's. This episode introduces episode 7 introduces a long-standing character into the series, Kong Susan Phone, and his family. So let's see what that episode has in store. But I'm the King of the Hill reviewer, because I guess that's my job now. And I'll see you next time for our next episode of King of the Hill. Because it seems like people are really enjoying me covering the show. So, yeah, I did this because I thought it'd be fun, but it seems like since everyone's enjoying me reacting to King of the Hill now, because the first video's got like 170 views, which I'm thank you for liking that first episode, because that was first episode was meant to be like a test project. So now that we are 7 episodes, 6 episodes into the series, hopefully you can like it. But anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time when we do episode 7 of King of the Hill. I'll tell you what,